What's up, you guys? I had a client call me and ask for help with doing a dirty pour-esque type piece with colors that, should they mix together, they won't make a very attractive secondary color. For example, like a purple and a yellow, if you mix those together, they're gonna make you a very not cute, like orangey browny green color. Anyways, to do this, I went ahead and mixed up my resin. I'm using Stone Coat Art Coat. Apologies for the bumping of the camera. I have puppies that I had to put out of the studio, but before that they kind of bumped some of the camera. Also, I bumped it sometimes. Anyways, so for this piece, I'm using titanium white. In the small cup, it is opaque, which means you cannot see through it. And in the big cup is translucent, which means it's like hazy. You can kind of see through it. The green is Emerald from Resin Art. The blue is Surf's Up by Resin Art. The pink is Cranberry from Just Resin. And the white is Just Resin from Titanium. The gold is Old Gold from Resin Art. And the purple is, I think, Wisteria from Just Resin, but it was hard to tell because my jars were dirty. Anyways, so to do this, what I did was the green and the blue and white I did in one cup, the pink and the purple and white I did in another cup, and I kind of layered up these dirty pours, keeping the colors that, should they mix together and make a secondary color, separate. And if I put them in the same cup, I would have separated it with clear or a white. So essentially, if you know color theory, if they're opposite on the color wheel, then if they were to mix together, they're not going to make a very attractive color. I also just do large puddles of color in my dirty pours in order to keep things from getting busy. This is the Old Gold from Color Passion. It's a floating gold, so it's going to give a really nice sheen up to the piece. And I'm just adding it along lines that are already existing. I'm not putting this into the dirty pours itself, because if I were to do that, it would completely take over. It would present all over the piece and just, it would be everywhere. Not a good look. So I'm just slowly adding the veins in with one of my stir sticks in the areas that I think need a little bit of brightening or a little bit of extra pizzazz. And I always start my lines off of the piece so that you don't get that little blurb when you first start applying the lines. And I think it turns out really nice. But like I said, the gold is the very last thing you do before you start heating, because if you do it before, even if before you start tilting it or just swiping it, melding it, manipulating it in whatever way you want to, it's gonna get everywhere and it's gonna fully take over. So the last thing you do before you add heat is use this gold. So you'll notice that I'm not gonna add a lot of heat, even though I'm not gonna manipulate it very much beyond this point. I did tilt it around some because I wanted to kind of stretch the bands of color that I did use, that I did apply. And I think it turned out pretty nice. This is, I believe, for a backsplash, it is Wedding Colors. And I think I'm digging it. I really like that purple and white together right there. And so when you hit this specific gold with heat, it kind of blooms and brings up little specks of color. That's something I really like about this gold. It's very similar to the 007 from Color Obsession. Anyways, I have these colors in stock in my website at artisttilldeath.com if you are so inclined to get them, along with 800 more colors. If you have requests for a color that I don't carry, then I have an option to custom color for you as well. So just send me a swatch of the color that you're trying to create or match, and I can mix it up for you. So that is how I created this piece and the reason why I created this piece. If you guys ever have a query, a question, an issue, something that you need created, let me know. Shoot me a message through my website, artisttilldeath.com, and I will do a piece just for you. So yeah, subscribe please, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Be kind to one another, because you never know what someone's going through, and always remember that we do the test, so you don't have to. Until next time, bye. I said bye.